Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, interestingly enough, Dokkan did not do, typically, like, for these major celebrations, there will be a login movie, right? This happens for anniversary, worldwide, you get, like, a login movie, which sometimes will have teasers, right? So, like, just for part one, that was our first kind of, like, look at some of the Vegito Blue animations, right? Like, we saw, Goku and Vegeta fusing in a Vegito Blue. So that's, like, a very common thing. Now, this part two of this celebration, we did not actually have like a login movie, which is just odd, right? Like we had one last year. Now, last year, Dokkan also revealed pretty early what the part 2 LRs were, the Carnival LR Middle Cooler and the Dokkan Fest LR Goku and Vegeta. Now, perhaps one reason they did that was because, remember, last year there was a Dokkan Fest in each part, right? Which I do think is far better. But we'll, again, I've wanted to, like, kind of, like, wait and see, like, let the banners come out first before, you know, making an assessment too far in either direction. But this year, they didn't show the LR super early because there's not a Dokkan Fest in part 2, unless they'd wanted to do quad Dokkan Fest. Could you imagine? Oh! That would be the best. But last year, they showed the LRs, they gave the full details, even before all the discounts were over, for part 1. So I'm not really too sure. Now, they just dropped a teaser movie here. Trunks here, him in his last hope. Pretty obvious what that is, right? We have a JP1 and we have a global one. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's see what we got. Let me hit... This volume should be good right here. Yeah, so it's like we see that, and it's like, okay, it's pretty obvious. Actually, man, I might turn the audio down. Like, what if... like, Goresh just got tagged for one of these, man. It might be best to not go too crazy with the audio. But, so let's just watch. Alright, so we got this trailer going, which is very clearly going through Trunks' history, right? There's our boy LR Future Gohan. Could LR Future Gohan get a part 2 LR? Probably not, right? Like, there's no way. Yeah, and then there we get to that. So it's like, to me, it's pretty clear that Sword of Hope is probably going to be one of these part 2 Carnival LRs. Now, keep in mind that these LRs would come out in about a week, right? Like, part 2 of this celebration is essentially going to be about 2 weeks, right? We're going to have a lot of content drop tonight, and there's a bunch of stuff. We got a new Red Zone stage to play. You know, we're going to be doing, like, celebration info. Like, we got a lot to talk about with that, right? But we have this. So this new teaser that seems to imply Sword of Hope Trunks. Now, here's the Japanese video. Here, let me mute this. The Japanese video does, to me, appear to be the same. Yeah, looks like this is pretty much the same. So, Sword of Hope Trunks coming in does seem like a... I mean, I don't want to say it's a 100% guarantee at this point, but I would say it's fairly obvious. Now, just real quick, if we take a look at the part 2 celebration info, like graphic, again, I'm gonna do a separate video covering all of the part 2 celebration info, but it is Vegito Blue and Fusion Zamasu are on there. Now, remember, part 1 was Goku Black and Trunks, right? So that's something we should keep in mind. So, I mean, does this mean anything? Probably not. Now, again, moving over to Trunks, I think that Trunks as a Carnival LR, I think right now would be a really good pick. There's teams that Trunks has that just need help so badly. Hybrid Saiyans, the thing with Hybrid Saiyans is that every major option they get these days has conditions predicated towards non-Hybrid Saiyan characters. We just got Super Trunks, who needs Android Cell Saga allies. We have a ton of characters like that, right? So that's a problem for Hybrids. Future, of course, is set. Time Travelers, now this is, I want one of the Carnival LR leader skills to be Time Travelers. I've seen people toss out ideas of, oh, what if the Carnival LRs are like, you know, the one category at 200%, but then they also give like Super Class 170 or something like that. That's not... I don't expect to see anything like that, right? I think that the Carnival LRs are probably just going to remain one category, 200%, is probably what we can expect to see. But the only thing is it's like, unless they pick like a really strong category, that doesn't really work out the greatest. Let me actually take a look. It's hard to say what this Trunks might be. He does lose a couple of categories here. What does he lose? Transformation boost. Is that pretty much it? Revenge, Battle Wits, Miraculous Awakening, Entrusted Will, Bond of Parent and Child. Yeah, okay. So the only category difference here is this one has Transformation Boost, which is funny because I was about to say that would be a fantastic 200% leader skill, like Carnival leader skill. You just look at a lot of these categories, right? It wouldn't work. Like, what if Trunks was Entrusted Will 200%, right? Let's take a look at this. So we would quickly see that Entrusted Will, like, these categories just aren't able to really hold up. You would expect that, like, the new Carnival LR running him as a lead and a friend lead into, like, one of these very difficult events, like, he would be able to hold up. But it's like Piccolo just by himself without another Namekian doesn't really work too well. The Piccolo Juniors don't actually link that well with like the Cell Saga Piccolo here. So that doesn't actually even work that well. And again, you just quickly see that you just don't have the options for a team like this. That's why the Dokkan Fest have multiple leader skills are really good, because you're able to fill in holes. Like, in order for a Carnival leader skill to be good on this guy, again, it's got to be like Time Traveler, Bond of Parent and Child, Battle of Fate, Earthbred Fighters. Superheroes would be good. That would definitely be a strong one, because we've gotten such powerful options, right? We have the new Vegito Blue, like a lot of these EZAs and stuff like that. That would work. Power of Wishes would work. Bond of Master and Disciples already got one. Vegeta Family, unfortunately, is just not good enough. We have not been getting Vegeta Family Dokkan Fests or LRs, right? Like, look at this. Again, we got Super Trunks, but Super Trunks specifically needs to be run on Android Cell Saga. So it's like he's not a buff to all these random teams, really. It's like he's just an Android Cell Saga unit. And you see the rest of this, like, it's just like look at this. We've gotten no physical Vegeta Family units, basically. The only one since Red Zone is their EZA and the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. Like, it's just not... I guess this guy's EZA, but he sucks. So, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. We'll see what the Carnival LR would look like for Trunks. Very difficult to predict, like, his kit. But one thing that is for sure is that, like, you see the animation, right? Like, this guy's active skill animation, it does, like, it's okay, but it doesn't really look super crazy. It's absolutely something that Dokkan could redo, and obviously they're going to do that. Then we have, I mean, I would expect part 2 is going to be Goku Black. I mean, they can't drop another Fusion Zamasu. Again, maybe they could have dropped another Fusion Zamasu. I'd be okay with it. If, like, this guy had a different name, or like they didn't do Infinite Zamasu already, like, that's just not going to work. So it does lead to believe, like, are we going to get Goku Black? I would say Rose Goku Black. This is probably the safest bet right here. Scythe Rose is probably what we're going to get. But, like, you know, could it be Future Gohan? The androids, I don't quite think so. I guess, you know what's not in here is Goku Black, huh? We have Fusion Zamasu. Future Gohan is here. The androids are here. Right? Yeah. We do see the androids attacking Future Gohan, right? So that actually makes, yeah, there's the androids right there. Yeah, maybe it is Goku Black, like Goku Black or just regular Zamasu, like maybe them as a duo because they're not in the movie. That could be it. Honestly, that could be a thing. It does seem like a lot of people are going to be really upset if it's not Rose. I do think that he would be fantastic. The villain team is in a really good spot, right? Like, we just got AGL Fusion Zamasu, who's solid. Obviously, Tech LR Fusion Zamasu is very good. So we're in a good spot. One more supremely powerful, like, big bad bosses type character like this guy is going to help out a lot. So I do hope it is Goku Black. Scythe Goku Black, I think, would be very fire, because this guy, it's very difficult to even, like, see this guy. Like, his active skill condition, like, it's very cringe right here. Like, this stuff, I mean, I guess against Omega you could get this, but, like, this is not going to be that easy. And remember, like, even when this guy EZAs, they're not changing that. Now, what could Rose lead? Another one for time travelers would be awesome. I guess he could lead Realm of Gods, but like Realm of Gods is not the craziest, certainly. Exploding Rage is actually in a much better spot. Oh my god, Accelerated Battle. Could you imagine? This would be so crazy. Okay, but here's the thing. I wouldn't want Rose to lead a category that Zamasu is not on. That would suck. So it's like, you know, Accelerated Battle is a strong category, which Rose could 200% lead, but then no Zamasu. So I would really want it to be Worldwide Chaos, Power of Wishes, or Time Travelers. Because remember, Zamasu is also not on Inhuman Deeds either. Goku Black has several categories that Zamasu does not have. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, sort of hope Trunks, it seems to me with these teasers, like sort of hope Trunks is coming. What is the part 2 of the other part 2 LR going to be? I would say that's up in the air. Anyone's guess right now. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.